welcome you from Italy. And now we would like to send our best regards from Italy and uGain project. And as you know, the motto of our project is uGain with no pain. And we are glad that now entrepreneurs can make money without putting too much effort in it. I would like to make a short introduction. Right now, we are going through this very difficult period. As you know, what's happening around the world with the COVID virus. But at the same time, unfortunately, this problem affects all of us, affects our economy. And we are in the same boat, and we have to face this crisis together. Therefore, this situation is a lesson to all of us, for all of us. As you know, Andrei Khavratov is a visionary who foresaw all those problems and who foretold on the crisis. And he might not have really believed that it would happen, and nobody could believe that it would happen, but it did. And now we have to live in this crisis, and our company decided to appraise the current situation, the current state of affairs, and to foresee all other possible problems that we might encounter in future. And we made a conclusion that a problem should not necessarily be a problem as such. It can be an opportunity to earn. I'm not talking that we want to make money off someone's grief or misfortune. No, we can make money off the solution to entrepreneurs' problems. And also we get the opportunity to develop our uGain project. That's why in the first slide, I would like to show the name of our project and our motto, which is uGain with no pain. So you can see that on the first slide, we had a small figure of a person who is aiming upwards. It can be both an entrepreneur and a customer who both want to go upwards. Now memorize this image, because today we are going to talk about uGain. And what is uGain? uGain is a digital platform for small and medium businesses. It is a project that will help unite the entrepreneur and their clients. Therefore, when we are in a difficult situation, like we are right now because of the pandemic, we can help businesses to reload, to relaunch by using our solution. And our solution is to help entrepreneur get in touch or connect to their customers. But please take heed, because we're talking about an additional value to our business. uGain is not just an application that will help gain your customers' loyalty or entrepreneurs' customers' loyalty. It will help them improve on their business as well. And business of any type, doesn't matter if they sell goods or they provide services. By improving their business management, they guarantee new experience, unique experience to their customers. And that's how clients move from the category of general customers into the category of loyal customers. So my company has to work hard to achieve certain results. Therefore, we all understand that the future of our company needs to belong to the consumers, to the consumer community, because if it does not belong to the ecosystem, to the consumer community, I can guarantee that it will be very difficult to build communications and to provide or offer your products. Very often in the crisis period, entrepreneurs try to save money and to cut costs. And I personally can say that crisis is the best period for investments into advertising in your business to improve your service. And to show to the clients a unique experience in the form of your product. And during our training, we will show how you can improve your business, how you can improve your business management, starting from the simple things. Because uGain system
could be configured with the management system for our business, and therefore we will be able to regulate and to analyze the statistics of our product as well as the warehouse items, so inventory. And me as a merchant, as an entrepreneur, I can understand what I sell well. There are products that are sold badly. There are those products requiring advertising or promotion. I can offer some discounts for some product items. And this way I can get the feedback from my promotion. It was a short introduction to our training course, my presentation of our project. And I'd like to give you one piece of advice, but it is very important. And I'd like to ask you to take notes of everything we are talking about, as in the end, there is an exam which will include those issues to be explored during our training. And unfortunately, those who will not take our course will not actually be able to pass our exam. And since today we have a lot of participants from different language groups, and all these people are participants, are members of the VIP club, and all they are able to participate free of charge in our training, as well as they will get recording of this training course. But in any way, please take notes, because when you take note, you better memorize it. And this way, you remember everything in a fast way and better, by the way. Let's move on to my next slide, please. Let's have how uGain work. The first thing the client does, he downloads the application and signs up. To download this app, we are waiting for Apple confirmation, and then at all our webinars you will get data and information when our app will be available for download. But in any case, we will run training because what we are going to train, it will improve your knowledge. Because among you, there are those who are not businessmen, and you will learn a lot of new things. And there are those who are businessmen, have some business experience, and you will find in any way something new to learn, as there will be very handy tips to share with you that will improve your operation. Then the client gets QR code and the cashier scans this code by the application or can do it manually, so he can enter it manually. After scanning, the cashier gets information about the bonus points number of the guest and the discount amount. And the download of the application is very easy, and the scanner of the codes is easy as well, because we do all have smartphones, and I don't believe that you will find it troublesome. It will take you only 1 minute maximum. As I said, after scanning, as soon as the cashier gets information about the bonus points of the client and the amount of the discount or the cashback, cashier receives payment reduced by the number of bonus points or a discount or cashback. And now I will explain to you what I mean here. I am a person who knows nothing about uGain project. I comes to any company that is a part of uGain project, buy the products of this company. It could be a restaurant, a cafe, a bar, or any shop, any store, jewelry shop, any business. And me as a customer, I buy their goods. I come to the cashier stand and ready to make a payment for my purchase with a card or with cash. And the owner of this business, what does he do? He says, wait, do you want to make your payment a full payment for your purchase, to say 100 euro worth, or would you prefer paying with 10% discount? In any case, it depends on the merchant, on the entrepreneur, which discount he will offer. Our app is interoperable with the software of the entrepreneur. And this system helps to improve the business. And the merchant will set the discount himself. And so the client will answer, yes, I'd like to get a discount. And it will help us very easily to register our client. The client scans QR code, downloads the app, and gets its discount, as well as the cashback. Therefore, the client is satisfied, he pays less than expected, and he gets his cashback as well. He can get the points as well that could be used in other businesses, in other shops and stores. And believe me that all this creates a link between the merchant and the customer. We give some value to the customers, some positive emotions, because me as a customer, I get a discount, I'm satisfied, but in addition, I get a cashback and understand all the opportunities this app offers and the possibility of earning, of making an earning.
I think that in the first part of our presentation, I have shown you the value of our application and the realities of it, because the value of uGain starts with the work that our partners will be doing and with the work of the entrepreneurs for them to improve their business, to improve their service, and to, satisfy the needs of the customer. If they memorize or if they notice that they have been offered a very good discount, then that customer will surely become a repeat customer and will come to you again. And here I would like to ask you, how many of you had the following thoughts? Like, should I work with the data mining? Should I invest in uGain? Plus, we have Genius of Finance upcoming, the updated version. And then after the Genius of Finance, we will have digital guarantees. So what should I pick? What should I work with? Maybe you are at a loss, not knowing what to pick out of all of our products. So give me some feedback in the chat if you had this conundrum, like at a loss with what to pick. And I wanted to understand whether you have any doubts or concerns about it, because I see people in the Italian chat say they have no doubts and concerns whatsoever. They all know what they want and how to get it. But in any case, I think that there are some doubts here, and I would like to clear them out. So you can see on this slide, please switch the slides. You can see the diagram, the chart of the first 8 days of work of our data mining process. And it's not even the recent data, it's the data as of the 26th of July. And Andre, at the summary meeting, I think will give us the updated data. But I would like to say the following. data mining project in the 8 days of work was able to mine 400,000 contacts. And our network, our community bought the data mining service, and we have 1,164 people, of which 400 plus miners activated this service. And just think, 500,000 miners were able to mine almost 500,000 contacts. Those are people who were added to their LinkedIn social network. Someone will say, how is it connected to uGain? And I am gonna show you the big potential of our company and the train of thought of our company. Believe you me, two of those projects are interlinked, they're intertwined and interact. The data mining service has a big communication potential. Just think, when we connect other social networks such as Facebook, Instagram, and other networks, the figures will simply skyrocket. And just imagine, when I launch my data mining system, for just, if it's up and running for just 1 month, can you imagine how many contacts I'm gonna have in my database? And when we have the digital doubles, I will explain to them how our products should be offered. Genius of Finance, uGain, or some other products that our company is going to launch. The digital guarantees, insurance, etc., etc. Believe you me, there are many of them. But I'm not gonna tell you all the details about those projects. I think our CEO is going to tell you all about it during our summary meeting. But just imagine the incredible potential that this opportunity offers to all of us. We can attract entrepreneurs and tell them and explain to them that thanks to us, they can improve their business, they can improve their service. And our uGain service can help them get rid of pain, which is very common to entrepreneurs. We're talking about metaphorical pain, of course. Help them improve their sales, help them go through unique experience, but not only to entrepreneurs, but to customers as well. And as I said, it will help them transform a common customer into a loyal customer. And all those friends that will be in our network will become our consumers as well. So this is the big potential behind this project. And here you need to understand, and you don't have to pick. I don't have to pick either of them or one of them only. I can combine them. And by doing it, I will expand my client base, my contact base. And then I will also promote my products and get a commission off it. So this is the potential that I wanted to show you. And believe you me, it's just incredible.
And you, during our training, will be able to open for yourselves a lot of new things, to learn a lot of new things. And in the end, my colleague, Mr. Dan, will share you the information about
Давайте
making
перейдем к следующему
earnings.
слайду.
Let's move on to the next slide.
Функционал uGain,
The functionality of uGain,
мобильное приложение для клиентов,
the mobile app for customers.
поэтому
Therefore, we all have smartphones and we do know what to do, as we have a lot of apps that share the info about different discounts. Please imagine which potential we will have through this project, and I will be able to share information that there is bonuses available, and the clients, by using the app, will be able to learn about these bonuses. And what do you believe, me as a customer that opens uGain project for myself? I will ask myself how this program bonus will work. I'd like to know more. In addition, there will be some advice, some recommendations, referrals when a customer recommends the services or goods of the entrepreneur. And I order some goods through the app.
отзывы о продукте.
I can
Понравился
also
ли мне сервис,
provide
понравился ли
my
мне
feedback.
продукт, понравилось ли, как меня приняли в этом месте.
How I liked
Потому что,
and
поверьте,
how I was
клиенты любят,
serviced.
чтобы к ним относились с любовью, с заботой.
Because for the
Очень
clients,
часто они не покупают продукт, они покупают сервис,
they
они
do
покупают
not
отношения. Если
not
мне
buy the
нравится, как меня
product,
здесь
but they
принимают,
buy the
я обязательно
services,
вернусь туда.
and I will come back to, if the service is fine, I will come back to this store.
Поэтому обратная связь и фидбэк являются очень важной вещью для предпринимателя, а также коммуникация.
And for communication.
Кросс-маркетинг, перекрестный маркетинг.
And I believe that here we are the only one. Guys, please be patient about 2 languages. We are trying to fix it. So this makes us different from our rivals. We are not an app for discounts or getting cashback simply. Yes, we do working. Like many competitors we have who use the app simply for discounts and cashback. We are much more. We provide different typologies of service. The system of management system costs dozens of thousands of euro to be deployed by the business. And many merchants, including myself, in my fast food business, I do not have this system, and I cannot but wait when the system is ready to be implemented in my company, in my business. The loyalty program enables us to increase my earnings, the capital gains, and me as entrepreneur, I understand that I can create additional streams of income and open new opportunities for myself and it means to become a member of the loyalty program, to make additional earning and to have an additional stream of income. Please remember that any business, any activities related with uGain, it will give you lifelong income, and you will address all your financial troubles and problems. The more financially active businesses you register, the more your capital will become, the higher your capital will become. Simply imagine the successes we can all achieve together. Let's move on to my next slide, please. And now I'd like to tell you about one peculiarity of uGain. This is a unique thing which we plan to develop in future, and I'm very excited to share this news with you today. Look, you all know the game. I know it as my kids play it. It is called Pokemon Go. Please put a plus in the chat box if you know what game I'm talking about, or maybe you played it yourself. For those who don't know Pokemon Go, you download the application, and this is the game which turned out to be the virus game. The slides are arcane. We follow this. This is the game which became tremendously successful, and people are almost crazy as soon as this game was launched. And even to date, many people are obsessed with this game. And we decided to create uGain Go. And now I will describe the idea of uGain Go. So if you know the game Pokemon Go, you know surely that you are to search for Pokemons located anywhere. Pokemons are like small monsters you can find on your way. And how does this apply to uGain? Look, our app, which a customer downloaded before and used in a shop to get his discount, he gets some cashback as well. But there are some other shops where you can spend this cashback. Therefore, in my application, I will find geolocation of those businesses, places attached to the uGain system. Please imagine how fun it could be to visit different shops we may not even know about because we haven't been to them before, but we will go to these shops, and by using a scanner at the cashier stand, only because I entered this shop, I will get one bonus. One bonus or one uGain coin. I will collect them in my uGain wallet, and in future it could be even uGain token, who knows. And as it's gonna be a system which will help you make earning, and about this system, Mr. Dan will detail it a bit later. And simply imagine all the functionalities and the opportunities of this app. It means that I can go to any business, to any shop, and to collect my points simply because I entered this business or shop. What does this mean for a merchant? It means an inflow of new customers. And me as a client, by entering as a customer, by entering a shop, before I have never entered this shop because the range of products were of no my interest. I passed by that shop before, but now I realize that I can enter and get my point as this shop is connected to this uGain system. Then I go there, get my token through the scanner, and I see that this shop automatically sends me some mailing for some discounted goods, to say a tie with a huge discount. In case this is a food store, I can buy a bottle of water. I come in, scan, and get my point and make this purchase. And this way, I also make my contribution to the increase of revenues of this store. And this way, our application could become the opportunity for increasing the inflow of customers and an opportunity of increasing revenues of the business. And this way, we can enroll to this system a lot of merchants and entrepreneurs. And please do not forget that we create something incredible, something unusual. And merchants are to be a part of our ecosystem to improve their business processes, to increase their volumes, and reduce the bankruptcy risk. There are multinational corporations that today, because of the pandemic, were forced to close down, to close their businesses. And therefore, we are to offer a solution. When I started my today's presentation, I told you guys, where there is a problem, there is always a lot of money, simply because of one reason, that we are to offer a good solution to restart businesses, companies, by loyal customers, by improving services provided, and merchants to be able to provide unique experience to their customers. So this is a unique option. Let's move on to my next slide. Actually, I'm done with my part of today's session. The part which was about the uGain system at large and the application, and like to hand over to my colleague Anastasia Yaguzhinskaya. She is a great world-class leader. She is an entrepreneur as well. She has experience in doing business, and there is no one else, only her, who can present to us the topic called business. Why am I saying that this information is of high value? Because everything we tell you is of high value, and this information is worth thousands US dollars. But for our VIP club members, it is provided free of charge. And as I believe, and experts actually believe, experts of our market think that this information could cost over 10,000 US dollars, but you as member of the VIP club get it free. And in any case, I do not want to delay your time anymore and would like to hand over to Anastasia Yaguzhinskaya, who will tell you about the key pillars of the business and will ask you some important questions. Therefore, please be attentive and careful, as the information she's going to share with you is the central, is the core, is the spine of our today's course. Anastasia, the floor is yours. Good afternoon, dear friends. My welcome to all of you to our first session, a very tense training course to be taken by us. Yes, please put on the slides, and I'd like our conversation to be interactive. From 1 to 10, please give me the indication of how well you can see and hear me, and as an indication that you are ready to work on. I see that the Russian room is ready. The English room is ready as well. Dragas, thank you very much for the information you shared with us, because indeed it's really cool that we can add something new and improve, and the product we are creating together with you, it will be supplemented with additional options. And for example, this option as uGain Go with this person, when you can come to a business or a shop and get some points, it will be the fun for everyone, particularly for merchants. And our today's session will actually focus business. We will talk what business is, because when we meet a businessman, when we encounter or deal with businesses, we are to become businessmen ourselves. Even without having business experience, you are to understand how business operates, its laws it operates in accordance with, because it's a live system. Next slide. And here I'd like to see those who already had some business, or you run a business. Please put a plus or a minus as an indication that you have never had an experience of running business. So you were only the employed staff. So we do see that there are still people who didn't have business experience. And since we have so many entrepreneurs and businessmen, then I will ask even more tricky questions to you to understand whether the business you had before or now, whether you feel and understand how to make it most efficient. Let's move on. Look, our system, uGain system, is a system to unite customers and merchants, entrepreneurs. We actually focus businesses as the success of entrepreneur depends on the demand for his goods or services. Therefore, it's important to understand that those who will adapt quickly and easily at this time and the situation the globe faces today actually put us into the specific situation that we are to adapt. And those businessmen who actually manage to adapt, to find new tools, to say restaurants, they are developing their delivery services, whereas there are those who didn't manage to adjust their processes and the functionalities that are to be added as a business is a live system. Look, it's really important for you to understand that a business is a live system. And when you come to an entrepreneur, you are to understand Please give me an indication of how well you can hear me from 1 to 10, as there are complaints of poor sound. I will speak louder for you to be able to hear me. Great. Success is when you actually use or benefit from demand. And the purpose of our today's meeting is to talk about our shared values, priorities, what actually matters. If we meet now to study in full the business system, entrepreneurship system, the mindsets of entrepreneurs, and to see how we can be useful for entrepreneurs, it's important to actually speak the same language, to share the same philosophy and the same values. And the philosophy we'd like to share with you today is really meaningful and will be useful lifelong. And my question to you, when you hear the word business or your business, which first word or first association you have with the word business? Please write this down in the chat boxes. Your associations with the word business: customer, selling, income, satisfaction of needs, entrepreneur, clients, sales, work, income, money, profit, customers, clients, wealth. Look, there are different views about my question because everyone perceives it in a different way. So freedom, money, value, finances, earning. But now let's have a look what is in the market. In the market, for a number of years, the situation is the following, that almost all the entrepreneurs treat their business, as money, something. And over the last few years, and maybe you've noticed this when you come to any place, the changes in the service compared to 10 or 15 years ago. Let's remember this, let's recall it. So the servicing has changed, the approach has changed, and clients, customers matters most. And in case an entrepreneur sees in his business as akin a client, then he is client-oriented, client-targeted, and his business should be successful in any way. And you can copy the material of this slide, and you can see the search engine findings. So this word customer is in the 16th place. So different associations, even work, because work in the Russian language, the root is from a slave. And as Alexei said, business is a problem. And it's good when we perceive it through the problem, then I do apologize, what business you are talking about. So business should be, for me as an entrepreneur, the main focus is my customers. And I'm very delighted to see so many people that the benefit for the customers is our success as for entrepreneurs. Here in this slide, I'd like you to distinguish clearly between what we are going to learn, that for entrepreneur, customers matters most. It will not actually have the same people for those people who will communicate. But you are to show this, and why this comprehensive uGain solution, why it is needed for the entrepreneurs. Let's imagine that you are all, even without previous business experience, actually here it is an enumeration of everything. In the previous slide, there was an enumeration of all those associations you actually wrote down in the chat. So we are to understand that business means a client. The main goal of a business is to create value for a client and to get profits for the company. Our main goal is to recognize the needs and demands of the customers and give them the value they are expecting from us. And when we come to entrepreneur, but he doesn't realize this, and me as an entrepreneur, I am busy with some internal processes, accountancy, rental, delivery, supplies. And when 90% engagement by an entrepreneur into the internals of his business, he does not understand the externals. He does not see what is missing. And therefore, the main goal of the manager of any business is only 10% to be engaged in the internals of this business, and 90% be focused on how to improve it, whereas the internal processes are to be covered by the staff. An accountant is to be responsible for record keeping and accountancy, and waiters are to be responsible for the tablecloth, but not the entrepreneurs themselves. And therefore, there is a solution of automatization, some washing machines or some other machines, automatization of business processes, which could be arranged through the specific algorithm to optimize your work and invest 90% of your attention to the improvement of your business. And this is a mistake made by a lot of entrepreneurs. They don't understand how to do it. And here we come, actually, people who understand how to help. Guys, please give me the indication whether you can hear me. So actually, I had different businesses. Thank you very much. And there was some warehousing business, a difficult business, by the way, I must admit. And quite often we as entrepreneurs, we are busy with all these internal problems and we do not notice what is going on outside, and we don't know how we can reduce time costs, financial costs, and we don't know how to optimize our processes. And when a person comes and says, I will help you, because a few people actually learn how to start their business. I believe generally people, first of all, set up their business and then find the solutions how to run it. And therefore, we are actually to set conditions for solving future tasks and challenges. Next slide, please. And I'd like to pay your attention to one more thing. When an entrepreneur misses or doesn't notice something, we can help them to optimize the internal processes and free their time. The goal of the business. So any person who comes to our business for the first time, he is our guest. When you treat guests at your house, at your home, or you go somewhere as a guest, your first impression, I believe, quite likely, will always be with you after visiting this house. And once some guests come to you, you like them a lot, you praise them a lot, you will create the best conditions for them to have the best impressions. Is that right? And look, you will not surprise anyone with this. Wow, we have this or that. There are a lot of offers on the market, and our advantage is the approach. Our competitors will not be able to offer the approach we will be able to offer. And when we take our new guest and like and love him and satisfy all his needs and demands and treat him in this way, first of all, we learn his needs, then we satisfy these needs, and then we are different from all our competitors. And a cup of coffee, which you drink in a cafe after being treated as your best friend, actually, you will remember this impression. or when you treat someone with care. There are some these coffee shops, and you always feel excited, you feel calm, and you feel that you are serviced. And I do know that some friends may take a lot of time to cover a distance to go to a place where they get these positive emotions. Let's move on.
So another very important thing is something that does not like depend on the production methods, distribution, or sales. It's a law. The only result in business is produced by the customer. So accounting office, they need money. The personnel need money. And the only thing, let's say, source of money is the customer. That's why the customers should be the priority. That's why not even 50, but 70% of entrepreneurs don't understand this. They think that it's important to set up effective mechanisms, and they forget about clients. And we, with uGain, can provide that. It is very important to convey that not the sales process or services, but the clients are the most important thing. So what are the reasons for the business to be successful if a person wants to set up a business and make it successful? Of course, it's about you and the personal qualities of the manager. There is such a saying that the fish rots from the head. So it's very important who is in charge, and the personal qualities, business qualities of the manager, the ability to manage all of those processes without being too involved, being able to delegate is very important. Skilled personnel, there is a saying that personnel is top priority. Not top priority, personnel is the key to everything. I remember when I had a restaurant, every week I convened all of my personnel because we have different shifts, you know, of chefs, of bartenders. But on one day they convened together when I had a staff meeting, and I needed to receive feedback from every employee because it is very important to pick qualified personnel. And if the business addresses those two issues, then the third task, which is the established business processes, is what we are working on. So the automation business. The automation part of our business is solved by our product, uGain product. So why I'm mentioning restaurants? My friends have a big restaurant because I have lots of friends among business restaurant owners because I had a restaurant of my own. And just imagine a picture. The owner of a restaurant comes and starts cleaning the tables. You can't do that. I mean, that's not the manager's job. Therefore, you have to need to have business processes established. And uGain will help establish those processes, help the business owner. So that's what we do. We solve three major tasks: automate, verify all of your clients. When you have your clients verified, when they are in one single database, either it's done manually, because I am sure you filled in different forms. You come to a store and they tell you, do you want to receive discounts? You say, yes, I do. Then fill in the form. And those forms are scattered around. People forget about them. We are living in a new era, automation is in full swing, and entrepreneurs who think the old ways, they become obsolete. So we come to them and tell them we're gonna establish the entire business process, so that you don't even give it any thought, any second thought, because you put your clothes in the washing machine and that's it. So it's similar here. We start contact their clients, we get their feedback. What was the level of service? whether they had good communication or not, because very seldom we know how clients are being serviced, whether the personnel delivers the correct information, whether the personnel smiles, whether they know the business at all. And very often we face a situation, for example, we come to a locale, to a restaurant, and you know, my friends tell me that, Nastya, it's very hard to be going to restaurants and pubs with you because there are such things as difficult clients. Difficult clients are clients who always leave feedback. And it's very important. We need to deliver, to make business owners understand that difficult clients are a godsend, literally, because 1 out of 30 clients will have their say, will leave a feedback, whereas 29 will say nothing. They will just leave. And the entrepreneur will never know about it. So how often, for example, you personally, guys, give me some feedback in the chat. Do we have people here who leave feedbacks in the special complaints book or recommendation and wishes books when you are satisfied or not satisfied with the level of service in a restaurant or any other place? So one in 30 people will leave such a feedback, guys. And 29 people will leave no feedback and will never know about their impressions. So guys, I would like to thank you. Or sometimes, yeah, sometimes the manager might not give you the complaints book. So I personally was very thankful to all of the clients who left their feedback when I owned a restaurant, because I opened the complaints book and I never saw any feedback, and I was surprised why there is no feedback. And yeah, people sometimes do not leave their feedback, manager doesn't give that book, but here there will be no chance of avoiding it because the application will have a functionality of leaving feedback for the customers, and the business owner can remotely monitor their business. Yeah, you can also say like, thank you. Thank you is also a feedback. And a difficult client is a godsend for the entrepreneur because it is thanks to them we can know what went wrong, what can be improved on. Maybe someone has to be dismissed. Somebody may be a petty thief, you know. Thief, for example, sometimes you could be ripped off, you know. So all of those functionalities in our application, they help you build or establish your business processes in a very convenient, user-friendly way. The owner can open up the app and see how many clients came in, how well the service was, whether the personnel worked well. Now, some things you might not even write about. For example, a waiter had an unpleasant smell, and you do not usually write those things in the book, you know, and other clients complained it about as well. And sometimes an employee might not be noticeable at all, but he does it or she does a great job, and they never got noticed. I have lots of stories when a great specialist was really put under by other colleagues. And how can the business owner learn about them? There is no way. So let's talk about the market inequality. Give me a plus or a minus in the chat if you know or don't know what a market inequality is and whether you worked on it. And indeed, the market inequality for many people, like someone might say, is it a thing? Well, a market inequality is that the clients do not buy what we sell. They buy our products to address the tasks set before them to achieve a certain goal. They buy a bed. Let's say take a piece of furniture. We sell them a bed saying how cool it is, the mattress, etc. Instead, but they're not buying this specific piece of furniture. They are buying rest. They're buying being able to sleep, being able to rest, and they don't need to know things about the color, etc., etc. And our customers do not think in the terms of our product, do not reason in the terms of our product, but in terms of their needs, tasks, and results. Very often a customer comes to the owner and they start telling them things unintelligible, and the sales manager doesn't even understand what they want, and eventually they understand it and start making the sales pitch. So the market inequality means that the customers do not buy our products, they buy solutions to their problems. And it is very important to know it. What customers buy is not equal to what we sell to them. But sometimes, the advertising does not match the actual product, because everyone perceives things in their own way. And advertising can also be perceived in a different way by different people. For example, I here may be speaking, telling you the same things. You hear the same thing, or you listen to the same things, but hear differently. You might have heard this joke. Let's see if it can be translated or not. When a man comes to the store and the salesperson started making the sales pitch, and he came in for something, I don't know what, but eventually they started discussing fishing boats and fishing rods, things that the customer didn't need at all. So look, this joke is about one person coming to buy one thing and leaving the store with a completely different thing. For example, he comes to the store and starts complaining to the manager, like, my wife, sometimes she's complaining, it's impossible to talk to her. And then what the manager did, he sold him a fishing boat, a fishing rod, and what he sold is the opportunity to get away, to go and spend time to himself, to dedicate some time to himself, go fishing. So maybe the problem was not in the wife, but in the guy needing a rest. So the entrepreneur, if the entrepreneur is able to answer those 3 questions, then they will understand how their entire business works and how it can be improved on. If we teach our entrepreneurs how to do that, the first question that the entrepreneur needs to answer: why do they buy from you? What does the customer need? What wishes they want to realize by buying your products? What needs do customers meet? And what tasks do customers solve with your products? And by using those 3 questions and finding answers to those questions, you will understand your customer. So I repeat, what tasks do customers solve with your products? But the entrepreneurs who understand that thin line, what kind of issues the customers have, like in the beauty parlors, for example, they realize when a girl comes to make a manicure, a pedicure, it is or men as well, not necessarily men, because there are men who take care of themselves. So it's when you come and they do a quick job, it's not really satisfying. It is cool when you have a comfortable armchair, there is a pleasant music, everyone is nicely dressed, there is a relaxation atmosphere. So a person not really comes to have their nails taken care of, but also to relax, to charge with this positive energy. So if the entrepreneur is able to answer those 3 questions, then they understand their business. So what is important for the customer? Here you can see this funny picture showing how sometimes it can be. You buy a cap, or should I help you? So in order to avoid that situation, you need to understand that the customers are interested primarily in what? Themselves. They are interested in their feelings, their needs, their wishes. And the philosophy of ours is as follows. We all remember that not everyone said that business is about clients. Remember? So when we, with you, are able to convey this philosophy that our program, uGain product, aims to address this problem of working with the clients, when you activate emotions that are important to the client, when you resonate with them and give them what they came to you for, and then show them our product and how that product can meet their needs, only then those clients will buy what you offer, or better say it, it will increase the chance that they will make a purchase. You know, they say, those who ask timely and correctly shall receive. So you need to ask questions. So, you know, now we are looking at it from two angles, both as entrepreneurs, we are putting ourselves in the shoes of entrepreneurs, and we also put ourselves in the shoes in the customers, because the entrepreneur, the business person that we come to, might eventually become your customer. Give me a plus in the chat if you watch the movie, the Wolf, something, or Wall Street Wolf. If you haven't, go and watch it, because it's a very cool movie, you must agree. And Google it and see at least some of the shots from it when the guy asks to sell him a pen. And it will give you the understanding of sales, because we're here because we need to work with entrepreneurs. We need to have that information. You need to, yeah, it's an interesting movie indeed, but it's not even about the movie, but about the information that it conveys. Sometimes it might be harsh, but it's quite correct what they say there. So let's move on to the next slide. So what do customers want? Not the guy who sits with the bullet hole in the cap, you know, like, are you gonna buy or shall I make you buy? No. Clients want to be better. Clients want to receive the result, that to achieve the result. They want a decent level of service, because if you come to a place, you're already sure that you'll have a good service, you will have a good meal if it's a restaurant, and we are sure of the, let's say, reliability. And then proof. So you just talk to people. You don't necessarily need to make a sale right away. Create the emotions, ask open questions. So what we're doing right here, right now, is what we do during our work when we sell our EIPs, when we sell our idea. It's what we start with. Create emotions, ask open questions, and you will be surprised that what you wanted to sell them, maybe they saw it from a totally different angle. So emotions are way stronger than the mind. And if you are able to catch that moment, that customer will be your loyal customer forever. And they won't even think about going to the competitors. So yes, the Wolf of Wall Street. Now we're going to watch a short 4-minute video. It conveys the idea quite well, you know, and see if you can use it in future, this information in future for your own benefit. Let's try put it up.
just the right size. This set here is really great for the kitchen. It's small and discreet and has a clock on it if you're cooking or time something. Of course, if you're looking for a larger set, those have built-in videos, which are also extremely convenient. And
he's not gonna buy. You're wasting your time.
beat it, scram, go away, and don't come back. Don't write, don't call.
You get my messages. I need to talk to you. It's important. Let me buy you lunch.
No.
Dinner then, please. This is important. I got some things I need to talk to you
I had
about.
some things I had to say to you, but I don't anymore.
Oh, don't say that.
Look,
Please.
things are different now. It's nice. No more waiting up for you, no more calls in the middle of the night, no more excuses.
Linda, look at me. That's not me anymore. I got a plan now. I'm working on something big enough to change everything for us.
Please.
Come on, please. Can I just say my piece? Okay, what if I can sell this guy a TV? Not that 13-inch job you're trying to sell him, but that 60-inch TV over there. Will you have dinner with me then?
That man's too cheap to buy a toaster.
Are you kidding me? Deal? Piece of cake. Ouch.
I wouldn't get too close to this baby, Commander. It might suck you right in. Beautiful. How are you? Dave Kelly, sales representative, Sony.
Just looking.
Yeah, well, aren't we all? It's okay, I'm not working today, and it's obvious to me anyway that you're here without your wife, and you couldn't possibly make a decision without her. This is an extraordinary piece of equipment, you know. You know that this equipment was designed for only the most deserving of men, the working man. The man who is the backbone of this country, the man who deserves not 13 inches, but the full 60-inch experience, full visual stimulus, a cacophony of sound that stimulates the ocular nerve. You ever had your ocular nerve stimulated?
Yeah, once.
Yeah, it's an assault on the senses. It takes you to a place that everything is good and everything is swell. But, again, your wife is not here. Oh, my goodness.
What? What?
Oh, no, you better leave.
Why?
No,
Why?
this is a private thing.
What are you talking about? What?
You never entered the Stargate?
No, have I missed something?
Take a load off. Yeah, you know, the first time that I went through the Stargate, it was an extraordinary experience. I never forgot it, and you'll never forget me. Here we go. Wow. Look at that baby. Just push play, and we're off. He's great. He's a good actor. Just relax. Let yourself go. Just go with the feel. Go with the sound. Go with that feeling. And do it. Squeeze it. Yes, you're there. You own it. You own it. And you own it. Release it. You're out. You're out. You're out. You're out. See?
What a rush. How much is it?
How much is this? Not any more than what you spend on your wife for manicures and pedicures and facials and hair dyeing and tennis lessons with that 20-year-old pro. And what do you get out of that? Zero. And for $99 a month and about 18 years, you get that TV right there.
Enjoy your TV. Okay, you win. You listen good and you listen hard. You pick me up at 8 o'clock.
Vatican finally
Not
made it official.
8:01,
Pope
not
John Paul
8:05,
will
8
make
o'clock
his
sharp.
long-awaited State of the World address here in New York City at Yankee Stadium 2 weeks from this Sunday. The Pope last visited the United States over 6 years ago.
Well, dear friends, yeah, you know, genius is in simplicity, right? So what are your emotions from watching this movie, this piece? Yes, thanks to our application, thanks to us being able to convey to the entrepreneurs how they can optimize all of their business processes. Yes, this guy is a real pro, I know. And 80% of the meeting is determined by the preparation of the success of the meeting, is determined by the preparation for the meeting. You know, I have this interesting story from my life. Like this guy from the movie, he submerged the customer into the emotions, into completely new experience. And of course, that guy would like to go through that experience again. And this professionalism, when you can submerge a person into those emotions, because here we can act as professionals that will come to the entrepreneurs and show them the entire picture, what they get thanks to our application. We will set up a rapport with entrepreneurs. We're now learning. It is very important for all of us, for all the people in the attending that training, like over almost 400 people in the Russian room, more than 500 people in the English room. I am sure we have many other people in other rooms. We need to be as a single organism. We need to convey the philosophy of our business and prepare us to learn how to work with the entrepreneurs. When we come to the entrepreneur, they become our customers. We need to prepare and for what we're going to tell them, what we're going to offer them, because we must know all the benefits of our products. And the meeting with the client is a very important event, and we are responsible before the company for the success of that meeting. Because if someone goes and does not and talks to an entrepreneur incorrectly, like, let me tell you a joke. I remember there was those guys who came visit their friends of ours, and then they left home, and then they received a call like, you know, you came to us, and and all of a sudden our silver cutlery disappeared, and those don't come ever again. And those guys thought like, you know, we didn't take any cutlery. So why did they accuse us? And then they received half an hour later, a call saying, you know, we found our cutlery. And those guys said, yeah, you found your cutlery, but you know, the bridges are burnt. So it's not like we're just giving an application that to entrepreneurs who will address all of their issues. You know, we're giving them like a ticket to the brave new world, because the world is changing, and there might be a new wave of corona, who knows. So we are equipping entrepreneurs with a totally new instrument, and if you work with that entrepreneur correctly, they will become both your client and your first line in the Academy of a Private Investor structure, and their clients will be in your structure as well. So you see the big picture. So no sales or work experience can replace preparation for the meeting with the customer. So make sure you prepare for the meeting. So I know that guy from the movie, it was not about making a sale, right? He wanted to talk the girl into having a date with him. So I remember my friend and I, we were preparing for this big transaction deal, and he had to go alone. So we put a lot of hours into the preparation. We wanted to consider all possible options and ways out. So we had a whole pile of documents, and all of a sudden, just before that meeting, before that deal, while we're preparing for it, he turns to me and says, what if they refuse? And at that moment, I took those documents and threw them away, saying, we're not going to that negotiation. And he said, why? We put so many hours into the preparation. But I told him, my friend, if in your head you already planted the seed of doubt that something might go wrong, why should we go to that meeting at all if you already want for it to be a failure? So we prepare, we collect information, we preparing our sales pitch, but at the same time, we need to visualize the picture of that deal coming through, how it actually happened. This is very important. That's why we have a meditating guy with the scarf. So before they go into the meeting, you sit down, close your eyes, and play the script in your head. Visualize the deal going through, closing the deal, the emotions that you're gonna feel. So when you feel it, only then you can go to the meeting. So with that partner of mine that we were getting ready for the meeting, of course, we worked it out with him. We played it out in our heads, and we replaced the possibility of a failure with the certainty of victory. So when you have something like this in your head, like negative thoughts in your head, you say, I cancel it, I cancel them, I cancel those thoughts. And you tell yourself, I'm gonna create the script that I wanna have, the outcome that I wanna have. Yes, you have to need strategies B, C, and D, of course, like exit strategies. You don't have to talk or coerce people into. You need to create the situation, the settings in such a way that they will want to buy it. So let's move on to the next slide. And I would like now to invite to us well, hopefully you found it interesting. Give me some feedback.
I'd like to introduce Denis Bespyatov Vladislavovich. This is his father's name. And Dan is indeed very positive. And when you talk to him and when you say some stupid thing, he will say you are awesome, you are great. So he knows how to support and share the appropriate information. And his 30 years experience actually is of great help. He is a pro, and the projects he implemented over 6,000 hotels globally, including some of the words I may not even read out. And he is the winner of the best cloud hotel software implemented on the basis of Microsoft WIS award. And he actually Hyper-V project to popularize server visualization. He is the first Russian language platform for online conference and webinars creator. So thank you, Denis, everything Dan, everything you do for our company. And this is a good finding when professionals come to us. I'm handing over to you, and I believe you are all interested in the topic of finances, figures, and Dan, this is his part. Thank you, Anastasia. Guys, please give me the feedback. Put a plus as an indication that you can hear me well. Great, great, dear friends, dear colleagues. A very good start of our dialogue about this business. And dear friends, it's not a simple system or a simple platform. It provides for the comprehensive philosophy, like in case of Apple company. There were different breakthroughs when they entered the market with new iPhone, which actually set the fashion for all the others. We do have these global goals as well. On the one hand, this is our solution and how to make money. And the topic for our today's conversation, next slide, please, is finances. How we as partners can make money on this. And look, the columns are a bit jumping, but actually it doesn't matter. I will explain it in words. So this is an IT solution which solves some tasks, helps to solve the tasks, the entrepreneur's tasks. There are some options and perks no one else has, and this could be actually commercialized easily. And the first element is the subscription fee. So conditionally, it is free, 2 months test drive period to get to know the system, and then an entrepreneur, if he believes that it is useful for his business, then he is to pay some fee. And now this fee, this subscription fee, is 30 USD per month. Quite an affordable price, taking into account the functionalities we offer to entrepreneurs and merchants. I will detail the functionalities a bit late, and it will, I believe, in another 1 or 2 sessions, we will come back to this topic because it is time consuming. We will pick up the app, we will register the entrepreneur virtually. So an entrepreneur is to pay a membership fee, and you as partners, most of you are either business owners or in your surrounding, you have entrepreneurs and merchants, meaning that so far you have some community you can offer this application, and you, like in CIU marketing plan, receive some dividends. The company is generous in sharing with you as regards the marketing plan, and quite a high percentage, and the marketing plan is similar to the CIU's one. Comparing by percentages, it's even higher. And when an entrepreneur pays every month $30 up to 15%, this is your earning. So meaning every month you will get 4.5 cents, quite a small amount of money, but in case you have 10, 20, 30 entrepreneurs, and for them this is a user-friendly, convenient, and simple application, then your earning is quite good. And in case an entrepreneur pays for his subscription fee in a lump sum for 1 year, there will be some discount, so it will be 300. And to cover most entrepreneurs, there will be 50% discount, and in case they make a payment for 1 year at once, then it will be $150. So entrepreneurs are those who work with customers, service their customers, and they all have a lot of customers, existing loyal customers. And these customers recommend our system to other customers, and all these entrepreneurs and their client base, we take this into account under your referrals in case there is a structure built, and at the start, all the connections, all the structures are automatically taken into account, and there is a large network built this way. And I am sure that after getting to know the system and the way it operates, other people, including merchants, in case they work and see the benefit, they will share it with their friends and recommend, and all these linkages, they will be taken into account for your structure. And our actually payments by levels are unlimited. There are some conditions for statuses, but here you see the maximum percentage. The first level of your recommendation, your entrepreneur makes a payment and you get 15%. In case entrepreneur recommends to another entrepreneur and he makes a payment, then you get 8%. And but the number of payments will be more, and to the unlimited value. The first type of income is from the subscription fees paid by entrepreneurs for the use of uGain system for their businesses. The next type of income, next slide please, this is the subscription fee of users. We have such a unique model of promotion to attract and enroll people. This is an increased discount or cashback depending on the depending on the desire of the entrepreneur. Yes, the large scale of this system actually, and 55% is a good marketing, by the way. The second type is the subscription fee, user subscription fee, and the system provides for the following. Apple, they have some internal paid subscriptions. You can pay them either monthly or yearly, and you get something. And in our case, this is an increased cashback or discount when you come to a restaurant where the standard discount is 5%. But in our case, we come to an agreement with a merchant, and an increased discount could be 10 or 15, and depending on the margin of the business, it could be up to 30%. And people are generally interested in this to optimize their costs, to reduce their expenditures. They better pay 30% as a $30 US as a payment fee, as a fee, and will get their discounts. And it is done monthly, and for the next month actually you are to extend it, or you can do it as a single time payment. And like under the CIU marketing plan, the referrals are unlimited from the first level. Your invitees, you get 15%, and similarly 50% is spent for payments, with another 45% is for the development, operational costs and taxes, because we have the official business which is registered with the USA, and we are to be tax compliant. Next type of income. This is an interesting thing, percentage of payment transactions with a linked card. The idea is the following, and why is it of interest through the partnership network? Look, entrepreneurs have a large coverage of customers, and these customers, an average business, for example, to say, an entrepreneur has 500 customers in his client base, or even higher, 1,000, 5,000, depending on the business. If this is the gas station, the client base is 100,000 of active users. And all these customers, they are accrued or taken into account by your referrals. In the application, at the technical launch, this option will not be available, but after the commercial launch, actually we are designing and discussing to make sure that it is more profitable for entrepreneurs. We are exploring payment systems, and these percentages may be adjusted, but this is the tentative plan of the percentage of payment transactions with a linked card. These are total payments daily. Every person goes to eat some meals, visits the gym, and etc. There are regular routine expenditures, and in a monthly, on average, for their needs and demands, they may spend $100 US. And imagine you enroll 10 entrepreneurs, and these 10 entrepreneurs on average have 100 customers. Then in your structure, you will have 1,000 people, and from the second line of customers of these 1,000, you will get 0.15% of each transaction. And let's do the math. 1,000 spends 100 every month. This is 100,000 multiplied by 0.15%. I will pick up my calculator to be exact in my math. 1,000 people spending 100 US multiplied by 0.15%, and we get I don't know whether you can see it or no, $150 US. From your third line, this 1,000 makes recommendations to others, and they will recommend in turn to another 2 persons. Then in the second line, you get 150. And in the third, actually, it goes even higher. You get even more and more in the fourth and fifth line. But this percentage, actually, no one offers such a model, such a formula. And the percentage of transactions with the link card, we have our agreement with the payment system, and the percentage of the acquiring, this is shared with our partner. Hopefully you understand this. Guys, do you understand this? Do I understand it correctly that in case business digitalizes its database for 2 grace months, then can a business make up $30 US for paying for his package? Yes, you can make a payment with points, but as regards subscription fee by entrepreneur, this is officially done through a payment system, and the payment is received through the US bank. So entrepreneur cannot use points, only the fiat or real money. Let's move on. The fourth type of income, percentage of friends, cashback and discount. The idea is the following. This percentage and this opportunity of making earning applies not only to partners, but to any person. Any person, as soon as he downloads uGain, he goes to a restaurant, he likes this restaurant or any particular service or goods or products, he can recommend it to his friend. Look, this restaurant is amazing. And then some other linkages are built. Not like a person recommends uGain and invites him to uGain, but he can recommend some other entrepreneurs. And for each entrepreneur, we have this referral structure available. As soon as a person recommends this restaurant to his friend, and his friend comes to a restaurant following his recommendation, makes his payment, gets a discount, or he gets some cashback, he may receive immediately a small percentage of each payment in the form of points is accrued to your account. You can spend them either in this restaurant or a group of businesses. We will talk it in detail. This is our unique idea. The idea is simple. We can combine a number of businesses into one chain, and as part of this set, people may spend their points. This percentage, we do not insist, and the exact percentages are not actually set exactly, and this will be configured by the entrepreneur. As soon as the marginality of the business is sufficient, then he can actually offer a 10% discount to his loyal customer, and it could be split into 4 parts. The first one, 5% cashback or discount, whereas the remaining 5% will be split into 3 levels. The first one is 3%, the second and the third of 1% each. And actually, as regards the expenditures for the cashback, it's even less. And entrepreneurs, what do they gain in exchange? They can launch recommendations of his business by his customers to others, and we as partners can benefit from this as well. This is an additional stream of income. I will give you one example. In case I have any restaurant I like, I recommend this restaurant to 500 friends in Facebook or 100 friends of mine in Facebook. Every day they come to this restaurant, enjoy their lunches, and every day I get some points. And for each day of these points, I can actually pay with these points in this restaurant free of charge. And this is another way of income. This marketing And there is an additional idea, actually, we will not reveal it, but for the start, 4 types of income, I believe they are quite transparent. The first one is the percentage marketing plan. The third and fourth, this is our unique offers. So the third one is the percentages linked to the transactions and the percentage of friends, cashback and discounts. Actually, that is all I wanted to share with you as regards these types of income. Next time, we will discuss in detail the first 2. I'm very excited to be with you, dear friends. I wish you all a good day, and I'm done, by the way. And look, the training is intensifying. Now we start with some introductory session to our philosophy. It's not simply the philosophy, it's not simply a platform, but the success of our market entrance will be dependent on the way whether we correctly communicate with the businesses, with entrepreneurs, and which information we share. And the purpose of this session is not to train you in business if you didn't have business experience, or train you in some ideas, but to equip you with the tools. And next time there will be a very powerful training on the customer profile. And Anastasia actually stressed many times that preparation really important. And we will have a very powerful speaker. I believe Dragas will announce this. And he is an entrepreneur with a lot of experience of working with other entrepreneurs in different segments, in different niches. He is a professional, and we will talk about the topic how to prepare appropriately for the meeting. And there is a topic to be explored, the portrait of the client or the entrepreneur, how to actually to make a portrait of a climate, his habits, his mentality, his values, his needs of his surrounding. Anastasia will give you a cool session on colors, and these skills, this material will be really useful to you, not in uGain project only, but in other negotiations and in life at large, because I will reiterate it. So we are always selling, and we sell ourselves as professionals. We sell ourselves as good friends. And the better you are able to sell, and this video shared by Anastasia, the idea is not the way how it was done, but that it is possible. We all get what we believe in. And in case we get some education, training, new information, and actually nothing in our life is by chance. It's not by accident that we come together. And please benefit from the information you get. As Robin Sharma said, as a trainer is ready, a teacher comes. And everyone should be treated as a teacher. And when a trainee is ready, there is a teacher. And I treat you as my teachers as well. And therefore, I'm done, dear friends. I'm ready to hand over to Dragas for some more words and information. I was very excited to meet you again, and I am looking forward to meeting you again. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Dan. Well, to sum up everything we learned this morning, we discussed the functionalities and the value of our uGain project. In particular, we discussed the work with entrepreneurs and the importance of improving your services and improving sales for your final customers. And as Anastasia said, they are the foundation, the spine of any business, the backbone of any business. And it's important to understand the psychology of clients. And next time we will discuss it. And we can even reveal that we have this fantastic marketing plan with these 4 types of income Dan introduced you to, and we can get almost 50% of all the earnings as part of our marketing plan. And therefore, development of the opportunities and communication building, communication and rapport with those clients, you will find also, including through data mining and digital doubles, you are to understand that we can easily give a chance to learn about our new project globally, internationally. Today's webinar is delivered in 7 core languages, global languages. And this is an important entry point. And as Dan said before, we will always progress forward, increase our pace of development. And next week, there will be an invited guest. It took us a lot of efforts to come to us as he is very busy, and he will actually invest his 20 minutes of his valuable time to share his vision about this project, the benefits of uGain app. He will share with us his experience. And for many decades, he's been working with entrepreneurs. Therefore, I do encourage you all not to miss our next week's session. This guest is going to be fantastic, I can assure you. And coming back to our project again, I personally see a lot of opportunities for improving the business processes of any entrepreneur, an opportunity of creating additional convenient opportunities for our clients that will enable you to become one single live organism with your clients. And by the way, this marketing plan is fabulous, and it gives us a chance to see a push or to become a trigger for uGain project development worldwide. We have ambitious goals, and we thought how we would be able to actually implement in practice this peculiarity of our app. Change the slide in the English room, please. To make sure that this transforms into a virus application. Everything we talked about in the 3rd part, this word of mouth promotion and advertising, is on. And thanks to everything we discussed this morning, in case we are people hoping for the achievement of these results, but I believe that it is all realistic. Hopefully you will agree with me. Next slide, please. And our result is what we'd like to achieve 6 months after. uGain would like to register from 10 to 50 million uGain users in another 3-6 months. Are we crazy? Maybe, yes, we are. Do we have the required energy? Yes, we do have. And we actually share this positive spirit with you, this energy with you. And we are ready to achieve the results, because there where there are huge problems, there should be a solution. And I'm fully sure that this tool would be the best tool or solution to address all the challenges faced by entrepreneurs. And we will create this ecosystem, these money inflows that will bring us to have lifelong passive income, because all these 50 million people will be inside your structures. And we decided to share with you 55% of uGain project earnings. Simply imagine this stream of income that will come to your life. The more entrepreneurs you register, the higher and more wider our global investment portfolio will become. Remember what Andrei Havratov said: in case we will be able to reach 10 million users by registering entrepreneurs, what the price of our CIU will be, what will happen to our staking, how much we will be able to earn, where we will be able to spend our money earned. We can do it inside our community. We on our own will monetize our activities, our business. We by ourselves will create this, and then we will benefit from discounts, cashback provided. We will get our commission, and it's going to be insane. And with our application, we can go to entrepreneurs and give them a chance to learn something new. And quite probably we will have our blockchain. And guys, I do encourage you to be visionaries. Yes, we can definitely achieve this result, achieve this goal. And we set a goal of 50 million people in 6 months. And I do thank you all for the participation, and looking forward to meet you all in these same numbers next Saturday to meet this fabulous guest, an entrepreneur who will actually improve and gives his value to your personal growth and development. Thank you for your attention. Thanks a lot for supporting us, for supporting us in progressing and sharing our vision with everyone. Thanks a lot, and looking forward to meeting you again next time.